Pride Month is over, but Pride is all year round for the LGBTQIA plus community.
And associate marriage and family therapist Kristy Grass is joining us with her helpful tips for parents to be allies and really just connecting with your children, right?
Yes.
And that's important. And I think
Absolutely.
some parents maybe struggle or how they might feel is challenging to talk to their children in this situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these tips can really make a difference in their lives. I think that I know that the suicide rate is so high for LGBTQIA plus individuals, and this could save their life. These tips could really save their lives and make a difference.
What's the first advice you would give parents when they first learn that this is a preference of their child?
To lead with love, to make sure that love is the loudest in the room, that they're staying centered and that they're staying connected with their child, that they immediately start using the correct pronouns, because that makes a really big difference. Again, that can lower the suicide rate by 40%. There are a lot of studies that show that. And so to really make sure that that they feel that love.
Well, that basic foundation of unconditional love, not just I love you, but I love you no matter what, right? That's important. Number 2, you say get curious.
Yes.
How so? Because are we asking the right questions? Are we saying it the right way? And what is your response to that?
Yeah. So I think it's important to start with the smaller questions to build that relationship, to create that openness. You can start by asking, what are your favorite shows? Tell me about your favorite music. Start by getting to know your child. Then by building that curious openness, they will be able to come to you for the bigger things too.
Bigger things as in, are you okay?
Yeah.
When did you figure out your preference?
Your gender identity. Yes.
So don't start off, you would suggest, with those big questions, or?
It depends on the child too.
Okay.
Because some children, they'll be yeah, I'll talk to you. And some kids are it's like pulling teeth, right?
Right. And so getting them to talk about things that are easier to talk about, things like you said with music or TV shows or things that they watch on their phone.
Yeah.
The idea is to get them to trust that they can come to you and talk to you about the more other issues or other situations that they may feel a little inhibited about. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Big time.
Well, I think it's important to make sure that mom and dad are a safe place, right?
Yes.
That you can come and talk to them about anything, especially with their deepest, most vulnerable thing in their life.
Yes.
You say also learn the facts. What does that mean?
Meaning that gender is not something that needs to be cured. It's not something that needs to be fixed or changed. That they, using the correct pronouns, talking to them is not going to make them gay.
So I have a question there. What if you don't have the knowledge? It's one thing if you want to research, but then also, is it okay to ask your child, correct me if I'm wrong when I ask the wrong thing, if I say the wrong pronouns? Because I think there's a transition there.
Absolutely.
It's not in your normal, natural language in your household maybe, and it might be a new thing for you.
Yeah, and so I think it's also important to have resources for parents, rather than projecting the fear and concern onto the child, to get a therapist, talk to a friend, talk to a doctor, get the information from those trusted resources, so that when those fears and concerns come up as a parent, you have that support that is not just your child.
What about a situation where you want them to feel welcomed in the home and you want them to feel comfortable? Is it a good idea to maybe have them invite some of their friends over that are in the same
absolutely
feelings?
And have that home environment be a safe place for not just your child but for the kids
and their friends,
and their
friends.
They
That unconditional love that you were talking about.
Absolutely.
The last tip you say is get involved.
Yes. So that means going to schools, going to the teachers, watching out for bullying behaviors. When kids are getting bullied, there are some things to watch out for, like their academic stuff can change drastically.
Can be impacted.
Yeah, and so to get involved with the teachers, let them know, hey, this is what's happening, as long as it's okay with the kid first, too.
Yeah.
Well, Kristy, thank you so much for these 5 tips. And if more people want to find out more information, you can go to moderneve.org. You have offices in Salt Lake and Orem. And you guys are on Instagram. Kristy, thank you so much. I think many of us needed to hear a message.
Such good advice.
Yeah, good advice.